want to move.
You got to quit doing
Yeah,
that. I'm serious.
but I got house stuff to do. I can't just stop.
Oh, I thought you meant doing it. We're doing your kata.
Oh no, I did my college this morning. Yeah, I felt fine after that. It was just this afternoon raking and playing football.
Playing football.
Yeah, with my son.
Do you want me to turn that on? You won't check it once.
I'm trying to. 60. I won't lose. Good evening. Hello, at me. Is that Madison? No, that's not me. So far. All righty, come to attention. All right, let's start with the weather. Looks like we can have class on Saturday. It's going to be a good one because it's going to be nice and warm. But not Sunday. We're calling for rain, right? All right. Madeline, let's do punches. Fix that camera. It's aimed at the ceiling. There you go.
Hello. Sit down. It's me, Rick from Candy.
Sorry. I'm just fixing my camera.
Around 3 o'clock.
There.
All right.
Punches. Ready. Set. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put. Double punches. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put. Triple punches. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put. 4 punches. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Around 10 o'clock.
6,
12 o'clock, I'm sorry.
7, 8, 9.
Oh,
Put.
no.
Thank you, ma'am.
11 and 12.
You're welcome.
All right, so in Sunday's class, we were working on a piece of Shinto, and so this particular thing came up. So let's look at a couple different things. At the end of Wan Su, I'm in the last cat stance. I'm going to do the defensive front kick, land in the front stance, bring my hands down here, sweep, See where my elbows are? The ridge hands come from here, this way. So like if I was doing both hands, they come up like this. One hand here, instead of here. All right. Likewise, we'll practice in separate. I'll show you. Likewise on this, if she's in here choking me, and I'm going to do this strike, the strike comes from here. So my arm's straight, I'm bringing my hand up to do the strike, I'm not lifting my elbow. I'm digging from here. The same thing with strikes in Sayuchi. So when I'm here, when I'm striking, coming from here, I want my elbow up too high because I'm coming in right there. All right, so let's practice this one first. Get into a cat stance. Bend your back knee. So another thing that we can practice while we're doing this is your head is supposed to stay at the same level. So I'm in a cat stance. This is me standing straight up. This is me with my back knee back. Then I'm going to kick, come down into the front stance, and my head didn't drop any because I had my back knee back. Then sweep, and the bridge hand comes from here, up. All right. Again, Kelly, just do my sweep spot. Kick, down. This comes here, one hand on top of the other, push, bridge hand from there. Now Kelly's going to do it. One. Two. Okay, everybody get ready. Your left foot should be forward. Your right foot, my fault. Your right foot forward. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Same here to bring your right hand when you do that sweep closer to your leg to begin with. You'll see. Six. That's it. There you go. And keep your elbow down. All right, do some on your own. Go. Asa, your stance needs to be a little longer and a little wider. That stance, your front stance. Okay. So there's two strikes in Shinto. One of them has, we want to keep our elbow low, so we're going to practice that one now. So again, it's on a choke. Like somebody's in here close. All right. So I'm reaching behind them and digging back into her kidneys with these two knuckles. So my hands are down and I'm digging up. If I brought my elbows up, it would be harder to get those front two knuckles. I'd have to bend my wrist. But coming from here, it digs right in. Right, Kelly?
Yes.
Okay. So from in here. So if Kelly moves out of the way, I'm like this. All right.
And
So,
which two knuckles?
all right. I'm trying to figure out a way to get you to go practice in. All right. So we'll just do it from here. Get into a horse stance. You leave your elbows down. And bring the lower part of your arm up. All right, everybody get into that position. Let's do some. Ready? Bend your knees, get in a good horse stance. 1. Snap. 2. A little wider stance, Ace. Right. Let your arms hang first. Let them down. All right, now dig from there. 1. That's right. 2. Picture your dad standing in front of you because you're just about the same height, right? So think about hitting him in the kidneys. So reaching behind him and hitting him in the kidneys. 1. That's it. 2. All right, do a couple on your own. Go. Okay. So Kelly's choking me, and I'm standing up. That's where I'm hitting. But I'm dropping down here, catching her like that. So that's part of the reason I'm in that stance, is to get to your kidney.
But you don't drop down.
You don't drop down as you're striking because of the kata. That's what I was trying to figure out exactly. We'll come back to that. All right. The other strike that we want to do is, again, a close-in strike. It doesn't necessarily have to be a choke, but I'm striking in here. So my hands end up like that. That close. And I'm hitting in here, snapping. Like that. So when I'm doing the kata, that's how my hands end up. Right. So the kata sequence, you're hitting somebody in the side with an elbow, and then that strike. So I see people like this. They're finishing like that. So they're punching like that. Okay, it's a snap in here. And those of you that know the kata, since we're on that position, so she's choking, I'm here. The next move going into this move. Since Kelly's in the way, it's going through her into that move. It's an elbow of some sort as you're coming through. All right, let's do a few repetitions of the strike. Spread your feet up. 1. 2. No, it's out, Asa, not around. It's not the one from Bossai. It's out. It's watch Kelly's hands. 1. There you go. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. All right. Let's take it one move back so that we have something to move into. So we're going to be in X block here that we practiced also on Sunday. So those of you who are there on Sunday, we practice having your back knees in your kneecap of your front knee. We're not going to get long-winded on that. That's what it is. My feet are going. So I'm going to step out, and right elbow to the side, and then this strike. Start from here, step out, elbow, strike. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. They're much closer than that, aces, so that you only move your hands a couple inches. 5. Short and sharp. No, shorter than that, and it's just above the groin. So put your hands in that position like you're finishing, like you're hitting. So facing me so I can see. All right, now bring your little fingers almost touching. Yeah, a little lower now. That's where you're hitting. That's the hit spot. Okay, now pull your hands back to your hips and snap them once. Well, don't come all the way back. Snap about an inch. There you go. All right, again. Ready? Elbow. Strike. Pop. There you go. That's a very effective in-close technique. You hit somebody like that, they crumple. Hup. Hup. Lower, Matilda. You're hitting them almost between the legs. Hup. Boom. There you go. Do it hard. Whoops. Good stance. Hup. That's me. I didn't get to see you do it because you're running after your brother. Hi, Levi.
Mr. Bill.
A little lower, Marjorie. That's still too high. You're hitting them about belt high. Yes. What's the question?
My mom wanted me to tell you that we're gonna come to the weekend classes now.
Okay, good. All right, Marjorie, you ready? Hup. There you go. Much better. That's where visualization comes in. Hup. There you go. Much better. Look stronger. Much stronger. Hup. Hup. Make sure your palms face the floor on the elbow. Go to the elbow and stop. Stop there. Your hand is. Yeah. Hold it there. Go back. Hup. Good work. Okay. So Asa reminded me of the Bossai Technique. So this is done when you have a little more space. But you can do it in close too. But this time I'm hitting with the bottom fist with both hands to her side. Like that. And she's going, oh, when I'm hitting. It's just popping her a little bit like that hurts. So in the kata, you're hitting and they retreat from you because I'm hitting her. So then you follow up with a punch. So we'll practice that sequence. So we start the next block. Bottom fist. Now sometimes I see people do this. And the person would have to be very thick. Or they do this, which means that they're not visualizing the person. So we want to bring it about your body width. Then you slide your left foot up. And I brought my right hand back to my hip. Then you step and punch with your right. And that's like that returning hand that we were working on the kata. Okay, we're doing the same thing there. Here, when I step up, I have this hand to return to my hip when I punch. 1. 2. 3. 4. 'The same foot stays forward, Asa. So whichever foot that you're going to step forward with now, that foot is forward when you punch. It really doesn't matter, either one. 1. Now you punch with that hand too. That's right. Again. Hup. That's it. Good work. All right, now time that for power. Hup. Boom. Hit it hard. Everything you got. Front 2 knuckles. Hup. Patience, David. Hup. So, Marjorie, you should be ending up with the same leg and the same arm forward. Hup. Okay. Back up a little bit, Marjorie. All right. Switch your feet for me. All right. Now, step forward with your right. Boom. That's it. Ready? Go slow and listen to my call, and I want you to do it on my call. All right? Step, double strike. Stop there. Okay? Move your right foot forward a little more. No, you're hitting with the bottom fist. Turn your hands like you're doing 2 outside forearm blocks. Right? But your elbows are 2 blades, so bring your elbows in and your hands out. There you go. That's too much. A little bit in. All right, now slide your left foot to your right foot and bring your left hand back to your hip. I mean your right hand. I'm sorry, your right hand back to your hip. Now step forward with your right and punch. Good. All right, do it again. Ready? Double strike. Slide your foot up and bring your hand back. The other one. The other hand. It doesn't work like that. Back up, do it again. It's your right hand you're going to bring back to your hip. All right, double strike. Slide up. Boom. Oh, you punched with the wrong hand. Punch with your right hand. Hup. Boom. That's it. Do it again. Go. Good. Now practice it for power, like I told Asa. Keep that coordination. Remember that right foot being forward. That's good. A little wider stance, Matilda. Good. Don't rush yourself. Practice it for power. Boom. That's it. Try to really land solid, no wobble. That's it. Good. Ethme. Come towards me with it. Double strike. No, you're not listening. Stop and come back to the X block. Take a step towards me. Double strike on the side, like you're hitting somebody in the side. Do it. Here, towards me. Double strike. Ethme. Start again. Put the X block up. Step forward. Now, come like you're doing 2 outside forearm blocks. Stop there. 2 outside forearm blocks, that's all. Do the block all the way to the front. You don't outside forearm block on the side of your body like that. There you go, 2 of them. Good. Now, slide your right foot up. Bring your left hand back to your hip. Left hand. Take a step forward with your left. Punch. Good. Do it again. Back up, back up, back up. Move over a little bit. All right. Put your hands up in the next block. Step forward, double outside forearm block. Stay there. Make fists with those hands. So nobody's that little. So spread your hands out a little bit, like you're putting a person in between your hands. Turn them like outside forearm blocks, Ethme. Turn your hands like middle blocks. There you go. Now bring them a little closer together. Stop. Good. Now slide your back foot up. Bring your left hand to your hip. Step forward with your left foot and punch. Do it again. Everybody's still practicing, so do it a few more times on your own, Ethme, and get it right for power. All right. Couple more. Give me time to practice. Okay. Right. One of the things that came up, we were working with Madeline on her test and getting more power in her movements for kata. And I mention this from time to time, but I don't mention it all the time. So sometimes it misses. Some people don't catch it. In the beginning of Chungi and Attack Form 1, I'm standing like this. So I'm going to downward block that way. Everybody watch me. Ethme, you should be watching close. So this is my left hand. I'm going to take it and bring it up to my left ear. And I'm going to turn and downward block. Okay? But this is where my right hand is. See it? So when I turn the downward block, that's where my right hand is. And it comes back at the same time that I block. So that's the way I'm doing the first block. So I'm just going to say that if we're going from here this way, I shouldn't leave my other hand frozen on my hip like that. What what I'm going to do is duplicate what I did before. I'm going to have this hand off my hip, pull it back when I downward block. This one is a little bit harder because I'm turning all the way around. So I'm concentrating on the turn, but as I slide my foot back for that turn, I'm taking my hand off my hip. So that when I turn around, I have it pulled back on the block. So that's 3 different ones. So let's do the first one. We're going to start at ready position. You're going to downward block to your left. As you turn your body, your right hand just stays where it is. And then you pull it back to your hip as you block. Okay. Let's watch Kelly do that. 1. That was pretty good, but Kelly wrapped her arm around her body. You don't want to do that because then it's going around your body back to your hip. So look where her right hand is. Now, she's not going to do anything except for turn her body. All right, leave your hands where they are. Turn. That's where her right hand is. See where it is? Okay, come back to ready. So it's her left hand that's moving. It's getting ready to downward block. But her right hand just turns as she turns her body. 1. Good. Do it again. Now, your power comes from you pulling that hand back hard. So you want that to be a straight line and rip that hand back hard. 1. Now you let it wrap around your body. All right, so this is a little new for Kelly. She does it a little different, so she's going to work on that. Let's see what everybody else is doing. Do it, David. Go. That's it. Except there's a wobble at the end of that, David. Your body should come to a complete sudden stop. No wobble. Asa? Go. No. Come back to ready. All right, stand at ready. Okay. Your wrists are curved. Straighten your wrists out like punches. That's right. All right, now, don't do anything else. Just turn your body to the left. All right, look down at where your right hand is. That's where it pulls back to your hip from, right there. Okay, as you downward block. Now come back to ready. All right, that's where your arms are at ready. So take your left hand, bring it up to your ear. No, where's your right hand going? Now turn your body and block. Go. Boom, that's it. All that clicks at the same time. Again. 1. Yeah, that was pretty good, except you shortened it up a little bit. You started to pull it to your hip. That's why we're doing this. Everybody needs this. Again, Matilda, go. Good. All right, everybody practice that a little on your own. I'm tired of counting. Stay with it. After me, you're too far away from the camera. Move in a little bit. A little more. A little more. Okay, that's pretty good. I still can't see your head, but go ahead. Go. Yeah, but that wasn't a real strong downward block. Do a strong downward block. Don't worry about the punch. Do it. Ah, now you're off on the wrong foot. Do it again. Go. All right, just the downward block this time. No punch. Hard. Stop. Back to ready. Again. Hard. No, you brought your hand back to your hip too soon. Again, ready. Go. Boom. That's it. That's what you're practicing. Do it again. Let's go. Get busy. Make it sharp. It's sharp. Don't forget the punch. Just do the downward block. That's it. You make it better. Warner, let's see yours. Warner's at the beach. Good job. Except that downward block was late. Try to hit your step, your block, and the hand on your hip at the same moment. Boom. That's it. There's still a little fraction of a second behind. Boom. That's it. That's what the timing we were trying to work on. All right. Slow down, Madeline and Sammy. Hold on for a second. All right. Samhita, let's see yours. Just do the downward block. That was pretty good, but your hand came out towards the camera instead of turning with your body. Come back to ready. Bend your knees. All right. Now, don't do anything else. Just turn your body. Look where. No, you didn't. You let your right hand hang back. Do it again. All right. Let your right hand move with your body. Turn. Look where your right hand is. Look down. Okay. Now bring your left hand up to your ear. And now you have all that to pull back to your hip when you block. Go. That's it. See, we can make the block a fraction stronger, and that's what we want. It's already strong, and you have really good form, but we want it a little stronger. So we're trying to find anything we can do to make it stronger. All right, let's see yours, Madeline. Boom. That's it. See how you took that step? Anticipation. Don't worry about that. Do the block. Boom. That's it. Make it harder. All right, everybody do about 5 more real quick and work on power. Let it go out a little more. Yeah, don't be in a hurry to get that block done. You want that pullback. Good. Okay, rest. So what I just said to Kelly was, don't worry about hurrying up to do the block. So let's take a look at what the difference is here when I'm downward block. If I'm doing self-defense techniques, and I do a downward block, I'm practicing the precision of that downward block, but not quite the same precision that I might do in kata. Because kata isn't just doing a downward block. It's doing a downward block in perfect form. Now, if I'm doing the single line in self-defense and somebody comes in and kicks and I downward block, that's going to be much more spontaneous. It's not going to be a classical downward block in a frozen front stance because I'm putting it into application. But the reason I can be very efficient with my application is because I practice that perfect form in kata. So there's a difference in our downward blocks. So when we're doing a downward block punch here, we're not in a hurry. We want to do a fluid set, but we don't want to rush the movement that we're doing. So even though I'm going to do a downward block punch, I did the whole downward block. I didn't cut it short in order to get to the punch. I threw the whole thing. So when I say we don't want to rush to do the punch, that's what I'm talking about. We don't want to shorten up something that we're doing in order to get to the next move. That's what we were working on last week with Wansu, because people do that in Wansu. They go here, and they do a half a downward block into a punch, because they're in a hurry to get to the punch. Now we want to do a fluid set there, but you have to do the whole thing. You can't take part of it away. All right, let's start here. You're going to be in a left front stance. I'm going to turn and look. I'm going to bring my left hand back to my ear, and my right hand, I'm going to have to take it off of my hip. So that movement happens at the same time. And I'm going to move my foot and pull this hand and block with that. All right? Left front stance. Watch Kelly get prepared. She's going to bring her left hand back to her ear and her right hand off her hip at the same time. Step and block and hit and bring your hand back to your hip at the same moment. Look to. She's going to look, prepare her hands, block. Of course, you have to look, keep your eyes up, bend your front knee, breathe, keep your heel on the floor, tighten your stomach muscles up, all at the same time. Go. You never brought your right hand off your hip, Asa. That's right. Do it again. Pow. Work on it. Don't think about it. Now you look confused. Don't be confused. Work on it. Boom. That's it. Like I said to Samhita, you do a strong downward block. We're trying to get every little bit to make it stronger. Breathe. Boom. That's it. Good. There should be no wobble at the end of that block. At the end of the block, you should come to a stop. At me. Come back to ready. Or go back to the punch. Well, it's the other way, though. Step and punch. Step and punch. Step and punch. There you go. Now, look towards me. Bring your right hand back to your ear. Take your left hand, bring it off your hip. Look towards me and step towards me in downward block. Boom. That's what you're practicing. Hold it there, though. Your downward block is too far. Bring it back to your leg. That's where it stops, right there. Okay? Boom. Right on your leg and hard. All right? Do it a few more times. Boom. Look where your arm is. It's too far again. That's what your head's for. You thought your head was to hold your ponytail. Your head's to make sure that in karate, you don't block too far. That's why you have that head there, to think about that. Keep working it. All right, time flies when you're having fun. Okay, we only have a few minutes left because we've been working on this class, but this is really good for everybody to work on. I want to have a test, and we need to make these things, these simple, basic techniques, really sharp for the test. And power is a big part of that. Before I go any further, for ethne, pay close attention to this. Whenever we're doing techniques like downward blocks, your hand stops with your leg. You don't block past your leg or short of your leg. You block to your leg. If we're doing strikes like in Sayuchin, this part of my arm is parallel with that part of your leg. So that's how you know where you're in the right position. If I go like that, it's too much. If I go like that, that's too short. It needs to be there. And they stop even with my legs. So if I'm this way, they're even with my legs. They're not behind me or in front of me. So if I'm doing this part, they're not behind me or in front of me. Right? If I'm doing this, that's where my arm ends up even with my leg. So even though we're doing techniques with our hands, we mirror that with our legs. If I'm doing an outside forearm block, and I'm here, this part of my arm here is matching that part of my leg. And it's not in front of me or behind me, it's even with my leg. Now, that kind of precision is what we want to work on for katas. Everything needs to be exact. We also worked on Sunday about keeping your fingers together, curling the last knuckle of every finger so that your knife hands look like that instead of variations of it. When you curl that last knuckle, it makes this edge of your hand hard. All right, I'm going to run out of time. It's going to cut me off. This weekend looks like a good time for class on Saturday. So our Saturday class is at 10 o'clock in the morning. And last class was real comfortable. Saturday was a little cool. Sunday was nice. This weekend's supposed to be warmer. So everybody come out for class. All right. Everybody come to attention. Good work. Welcome, Madeline.
Hey guys, it's
Thank you. Good work, everybody. Give yourselves a hand. Everybody.
Bye.
Good work, Madeline. That's me. Good job, Matilda. Just
Good
going
job,
up.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye,
Good
man.
night. Thank you for
Good
teaching
job.
me. And have a good night.
Did you learn something, Levi? He went off. Oh, well.